It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Young Jake points out that, yes, indeed, we do have high school basketball on our render broadcasting stations tonight. Cambria Heights against River Valley on Cat Country 106.3 FM. 13 after 8 right now, and they rode the Cannonball Express right here into the studio. Tom Ott, Barry Widdowson with us this morning. We look forward to this visit every year, and not just because you're bringing us money. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both with us here today. The model railroad train sets have been taken down. I don't know that everybody put them all away just yet. Maybe they set them back up in the basement and they're still playing with them. But quite the season, huh?
Yes, it turned out to be very nice this year. We had good crowds every day. It was very, very well attended.
Yeah, that's terrific news. Our conversation this morning brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Tom, it's an annual event, and you fellas all put it together, and this year bigger than ever, huh?
Yes, it was. We had 20 layouts. It took us 15 weeks total, 6 to set it up, 5 to show it, and it takes 4 weeks to tear it down. So some of the stuff is still being put away.
Really? It takes that long just to tear it down?
It does.
Wow. But it just talks about the dedication of the guys in the club, huh?
Yes, they're a great group, and we enjoy it very much. The children this year were fantastic. A lot of whistleblowing, a lot of, look at that car. Oh, there's one off the track.
I bet you get 1,000 volunteers every time a train goes off the track.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Can figures come out.
Somebody might actually push one off the track so that they can maybe play a little bit with the trains.
Yeah, they tend to every once in a while get a little grabby, and but that's what the fun is.
It's the charm of it.
That's what they're for.
That's the absolute charm of it, and we all remember when we were kids playing it. Tom, I got to say, the shirt is fantastic. Is that a Pennsylvania Railroad shirt?
That is.
Yeah, my granddad worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad, so that's nice. I like that one a lot. So tell me about the event itself. I'm sure that as you were there on a weekly basis, you and the other members of the club all got a chance to be amazed as were everybody else that came in to see them.
Sure. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, and most days there were people at the door when we opened.
Really?
It was great. And when we closed, we'd have to shut the doors about 5-10 minutes before people would recognize we're shutting down for the day. So it was pretty good crowds. One Sunday afternoon, in 3 hours, we had over 300 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
Wow.
So we appreciate the public attending it and enjoying the trains with us for the holidays.
People love the trains. Barry, I'm assuming that a lot of them were repeats as well, people that came back again and again.
Oh, yeah, we see the same people every year, and there are a lot of new ones coming because it is getting better known that we're there.
Yeah.
My thought is I like to thank the Mall Association and especially Sherry Renoski for all the help that they've given us and provide us with that space, because without it, we couldn't do much.
Yeah, and a big part of what you do as well is the quilts.
Oh,
Right,
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. PA Quilters, they did a great job this year. Mimi Green is the head of that, and there were over 30 beautiful quilts that the ladies do all year for us. So
yeah.
It was very nice.
So as people come in, for folks who don't know the format of the thing, it's really simple. You set up the train sets and the backgrounds and the accoutrement, and people come in to be amazed and maybe take a little nostalgic journey back to when they were kids and look at the trains. And you also are at the same time collecting money for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and that was pretty successful too, I understand.
Yes, it was this year. Again, we've thanked the people who put a little bit of money into the pot. It all comes out at the end. And this year we'd like to present a check to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive for $1,962.
Wow.
So that's where it came out.
They were not just making small donations to this.
No. There were several $20 bills in there.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic.
That helps.
When you get the bigger bills, that's great. But when the smaller stuff as well comes together with those bigger bills and adds up to that, that means a lot of people were more than willing to give.
Yes.
Yeah, terrific. All right, so with the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, folks, I'm sure are going to appreciate that so very, very much that people would give such a thing to help out the children at Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh and the Indiana Regional Medical Center as well. And that's a big, big component of what you do. But you do it as well for the love of the trains. And I'm sure that as the show was finally put together and you got a chance to see it for the first time, it's different every year. And even the two of you see things every year that you hadn't seen before. Is that true this year?
It is. We had a unique layout each year that actually we hand decorate the scenery. Two of our local folks are really good at that. And this year we did a completely different configuration. So each year it's very unique.
Yeah, yeah. What were some of the highlights for you of the show this year that stood out?
Well, Tom and I and Dick Orr had put together an S-gauge layout, and there were some trains on there that I hadn't seen in probably 20 years. How about you, Tom?
Exactly right. And we expanded the an American Flyer panel train layout that we had, and a military train this year, which was very popular. So quite a number of different things. And the turn of the century trains from 1900s to about 1940s. We had a large layout of those this year. All ran, and some of them were 103 years old.
Yeah.
Trains, and those were very popular for people to see what trains looked like back when the standard gauge was very popular.
Well, I was going to ask that. I was going to ask first, do different club members sort of combine some sets and contribute to each other's sets when they set them up? And the second thing was the age and the antiquity of some of these train sets. There are some real treasures there.
There are. Yep, and we do combine trains so that we can make a larger layout than one person would have alone, and that makes it kind of unique as well.
Yeah, yeah. Now, who's the chief engineer on any given morning?
Tom. He keeps everybody in check.
Tom's the trust. He's Charlie, huh?
Yep.
he's true Charlie for this whole big thing. Well, it's such an amazing thing and a tremendous thing that you do for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive with this, but also just for people in the holiday spirit. This has become a really big part of the tradition of the holidays in Indiana County.
I'd like to see it continue to grow the way it has in the years past. We're willing to do it every year.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful. So do you guys still acquire trains or train sets or components of train sets as the year progresses with the eye that maybe in the fall you'll put that up at the train set?
Yes, we do. We go to different train events in the local area, and we kind of look for theme, something a little different to show. And if there is something there, the Polar Express is a famous thing. I have a fire train for next year. It was a replica that they made for 9/11 to honor the New York Fire Department.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have that for next year, and we are looking ahead for each year, some kind of a different theme.
Sure, absolutely. And I'm sure that within the collecting world that there are some things that come out that are treasures that everybody looks for, and every once in a while someone might come across one of those too, in an attic somewhere or in the back of a closet. Somebody has something that someone like you fellows would really cherish.
We do have people come in and say, "Oh, I have a train set in my garage. Can I bring it in and let you look at it?" I say, "Sure." Yeah.
We'd love to see it. And then they say, "Here's how you can own this very train set right here." Well, guys, we appreciate so much the donation to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, $1,962, and it takes great dedication, just as members of the club itself, but as people who have a heart for kids too, that everybody in the club, Sherry at the mall, the Quilters, you all come together to do a really, really special thing each holiday season.
Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure indeed, and thank you so much for coming in today to share with us. We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.